Hello, everyone. Welcome to Slow Spoken English. I'm Diana.
And I'm Richard. This podcast helps you learn English. Between the two of us, we have been learning over 7 different languages in the last 6 years. So we know how hard it can be mastering a new language.
Today, we're talking about transport, how we get around Sydney. Richard, you don't have a car, right?
That's right, Diana. I don't have a car. I use public transport every day. I take the train to work.
How do you feel about taking the train?
I love it. The train is fast. It's cheaper than a car. I can read books or listen to music on the train.
That sounds nice. What about buses?
I take buses too. Buses go to many places, but sometimes they are slow. Sometimes they are late.
Yeah, that's true. I have a car, so I drive most places. I like driving because I can go anywhere I want.
Right. But cars are expensive, aren't they?
Yes, very expensive. I pay for petrol, parking, and insurance, and Sydney traffic is terrible.
Exactly. Do you ever walk places?
Oh, yes. I love walking. It keeps me healthy. When the weather is nice, I love walking to the shops.
Me too. Walking is great exercise. I walk to the train station every morning.
What about bikes, Richard? Do you ride a bike?
Sometimes. Bikes are fast and cheap, but Sydney has many hills. It's hard work.
Ha ha! That's true. Well, everyone uses different forms of transport. Cars, trains, buses, bikes, walking. They all have good and bad points.
That is so true, Diana. Thank you for listening to our intermediate level English lesson, Getting Around Sydney on Slow Spoken English today.
Please like and subscribe to our podcast. Next time, we'll talk about Australian food. See you then.
Wait, Diana, I forgot to mention something important. What about transport for tourists? When people visit Sydney, what should they use?
Oh, that's a great question. Tourists should definitely get an Opal card. It works on trains, buses, and ferries. You just tap on and tap off.
Yes, the Opal card is very convenient. And tourists love taking the ferry. The ferry goes across Sydney Harbour. You can see the Opera House and the Harbour Bridge.
Exactly. The ferry ride from Circular Quay to Manly is beautiful. It takes about 30 minutes. Many tourists think it's the best part of their trip to Sydney.
That sounds wonderful. Diana, do you use apps to help with transport? I use Google Maps to plan my trips. It tells me which train or bus to take.
Oh, yes. I use Google Maps for navigation every day. Even if I know where I'm going, I love checking how congested the traffic will be ahead. And Uber is popular for late-night trips, and usually doesn't cost too much. This is if I'm planning on drinking alcohol and don't want to drive.
Speaking of costs, let's talk about money. How much do you spend on transport each week, Diana?
Well, I probably spend about 120 Australian dollars per week on petrol and parking. That's quite expensive. What about you with public transport?
I spend about $50 per week on my Opal card. That covers trains and buses for work and personal trips. So public transport saves me $70 every week compared to an average car user.
That's a good saving. And public transport is better for the environment too. When many people share one bus or train, it creates less pollution than lots of individual cars.
Absolutely. I feel good about helping the environment. Sydney is also building new electric buses. They're very quiet and produce 0 emissions.
That's exciting. Sydney is also building a new metro system. When it's finished, it will connect more parts of the city. Transport will be faster and easier.
That sounds great. Sydney transport is becoming more accessible. New trains have wheelchair access and audio announcements.
Thank you for listening to Slow Spoken English. See you next time. Don't forget to let us know what other topics you would like us to cover in our podcasts in the comments section below.